In the deserts of meaning, some minds carve unseen paths toward the light. One such mind is M.SHAHROUR, a Syrian thinker, a dissenting voice, and a reader of the Book of Allah with a fierce commitment to linguistic precision and rational clarity. He devoted his life to rereading the Quran through the lenses of reason, science, and historical evolution. For him, Islam is not a cultural identity or a formal religion. It is an axiomatic faith in God, an adherence to universal moral principles revealed progressively through prophets according to the advancement of humanity. Whomever aslama, his face to Allah, and is a doer of good, shall have his reward with his Lord. This verse mentions neither prayer, nor fasting, nor pilgrimage. It speaks of aslama and moral excellence. For Shahrur, this is the real entrance to Islam: sincere axiomatic faith and ethical conduct. This faith is innate, rooted in the human being's primordial nature, al-fitra. It is the built-in disposition to recognize one God without proof and to lean toward uprightness. To be a Muslim, then, is to have faith in God and to live by moral principles. Thus, a just Christian is a Muslim Nasrani, a believing Jew is a Muslim Yahudi, and a faithful Buddhist is a Muslim Buddhi. Indeed, those who believed in the message of Muhammad, the Jews, the Sabians, the Christians, whomever among them believes in God and the last day and does righteous deeds, they will have no fear, nor shall they grieve. Indeed, those who believed, the Jews, the Sabians, the Christians, the Magi, and وَالَّذِينَ أَشْرَكُوا, Allah will judge between them on the day of resurrection. This divine judgment is not based on labels, but on belief and actions. This justice rests on a radically egalitarian foundation. Since axiomatic faith is embedded in every soul by nature, no one holds privilege. The scholar and the illiterate, the rich and the poor, the imam and the vegetable seller, all have access to the door of faith through al-fitra. Shahrur affirms that this axiomatic faith is possible because it is innate, founded on al-fitra, the natural disposition with which every human being is created. Set your face toward lil-dini hanifan, the fitra of Allah upon which He created people. This fitra, present in every soul, grounds a divine justice that transcends status. Whether literate or not, wealthy or poor, each is judged by their heart and deeds. It is a pure, original inclination toward the one, toward truth, toward goodness. It belongs to no nation, book, or prophet. It is what Allah inscribed in every heart. Islam, then, is not the exclusive domain of a 7th century religion. It is a universal disposition, accessible to all, Jew, Christian, Buddhist, or otherwise. Anyone who believes in God and acts righteously is among the Muslimin. Contrary to dominant belief, for Shahrur, the opposite of a Muslim is not a kafir, but a mujrim, the one who severs their link with God and betrays their fitra. Shall we treat the Muslimin like the mujrimin? The mujrim is not the one who doubts or is unaware, but the one who oppresses, corrupts, and breaks moral justice. A Muslim is one who maintains a moral connection with God, regardless of religious affiliation. Shahrur explores the root of the word mujrim, jim ra mim, to reveal a deeper meaning: to cut off, to detach. Just as a juram samawi, a celestial body, is a distant, isolated mass in space, a mujrim is one who spiritually isolates themselves from divine mercy and guidance. This disconnection, this severance, is the real crime according to the Book of Allah. It leads inevitably to moral corruption and injustice. Throughout the Quran, Allah contrasts the actions of the righteous, those who live al-Islam, with the misdeeds of the mujrimeen. For Shahrur, the division is clear between those who preserve their connection with the divine through faith and morality and those who sever it. To further understand his approach, Shahrur distinguishes two key Quranic concepts. Deen, the universal faith, the ethical relationship with God rooted in al-fitra, and millah, the specific path, rituals, and practices unique to each tradition. Say, no, we follow the millah of Ibrahim, Hanif. Neither the Jews nor the Christians will approve of you until you follow their millah. Truly, the deen with Allah is Islam. Today I have perfected your deen and have chosen for you Islam as your deen. Yet, for salvation, Shahrur argues that argumatic faith alone is not enough. One must adhere to moral principles. These principles were revealed in stages. As humanity evolved, each prophet brought a new moral standard responding to the challenges of their time, while building on earlier ones. The first moral principle, after belief in God's oneness, was given with Nuh, the respect of parents, the basis of social and family stability. My Lord, forgive me and my parents. Later, as trade emerged with the prophet Shu'aib, came a new principle, honesty in business. O my people, worship Allah. You have no deity other than Him. Do not reduce measure and weight. I see you in prosperity, but I fear for you the punishment of an all-encompassing day. For Shahrur, the stories of prophets are not just moral tales or history. They are a coded structure, a chronicle of human consciousness evolving from biological instinct to spiritual responsibility. Each prophet represents a new ontological stage. These values accumulated over time into a final universal moral corpus, the 10 Commandments given to Moses and then reaffirmed to Muhammad in the Book of Allah in Surah Al-An'am, verses 151 to 153. Say, come, I will recite what your Lord has prohibited. Do not associate anything with him. Be kind to parents. Do not kill your children for fear of poverty. We provide for you and for them. Do not approach immoralities open or secret. Do not kill a soul which Allah has made sacred, except in justice. Do not approach the orphan's property except to improve it until maturity. Give full measure and weight in justice. We do not burden any soul beyond its capacity. When you speak, be just, even if about a relative. Fulfill your covenant with Allah. This is my straight path, so follow it. And do not follow other ways, lest they scatter you from his way. This he has instructed you that you may become mindful. These 10 commandments are, for Shahrur, the universal ethical charter, a moral synthesis independent of any single culture or ritual system. When believers ask in Surah Al-Fatiha, guide us to the straight path, Allah responds in Surah Al-An'am, this is my straight path, follow it. Therefore, the essence of Islam, according to Shahrur, is twofold. 1, axiomatic faith in the one God with no intermediaries, and 2, adherence to these 10 foundational moral principles, the heart of the deen. Whoever embodies this faith and ethics, regardless of their nation or tradition, is a Muslim. For God judges not by labels, but by hearts and deeds. It is not your desires, nor the desires of the people of the book. Whoever does evil will be recompensed for it and will not find any protector or helper besides Allah. And whomever, male or female, does righteous deeds and has faith, they will enter paradise and not be wronged at all. In this light, Muhammad Shahrur calls us to reread the Book of Allah as an evolutionary, humanist, and universal process, where deen is the very story of human consciousness.